I'm saying, I know why too much is coming out with the WikiLeaks, with Project Veritas. I mean, we're seeing them in their own words. We're hearing them in their own words, plotting against us and telling us how they're plotting against us. They're bragging about it. So, I mean, it's one thing for us to always have known and suspected, or even been witness to it ourselves, you know, how corrupt the system is. It's another thing when it's just, especially when it's on screen.
Right.
Because I have talked to people that are otherwise, you know, intelligent, educated, and successful that have said, if I don't see it on TV, I don't believe it. Right. Well, we don't have that many people anymore, because everybody's, again, more and more and more every year, exponentially, people are getting their shit off the internet. They're talking to each other, interacting across the world. Hey, I want to find out what's really going on in Afghanistan. I'm going to talk to Abdul from, you know, that I met from blah, blah.
Yeah, I've been talking to an Egyptian revolutionary guy for probably 4 years now. Yeah. You know, comparing notes. And they're well aware of what's going on in this country and how the globalist elite is running everything. The Rothschild dynasty's in control of it all.
Here is again X factor. I always bring this up. Any student of civics, history, understands the cycles, right? Democracies last about 250 years before they're destroyed from the inside. It's just a cycle. The difference this time than any time observed in history is we're all walking around with instant communication. The very thing we're talking about.
Right.
So
you can instantly verify and get information.
I mean, we're all Einsteins with the search engine. I consider myself, you know, average.
But people don't want to know. They don't want. They're filled with fear.
It doesn't make any difference. Well, fine. Let them be. It doesn't make any difference. They're always going to be that way. Doesn't make any difference. It's always been the same that way too. Throughout history, it's always been a small group of dedicated people who change the course of history. Let's say we look at the example of the American Revolution. 2% of the people beat the British Empire.
Well, it's 3. It's 2.
Well,
if
you want to look at collaborators, and, you know, people who were sympathetic, it was like 12%. 12% of the people actually did something. You know, maybe not on the front lines, but certainly helped, right? So 12% of the populace beat the British Empire. 88% of them sat outside the internet. Whatever.
And the exact same thing now, repeating itself.
Again, except with the X factor. With the advent of this, where you know, I can, so I say I can be out here and lay odds. I tell people, look, you want to have a conversation? I say something you think is completely off the rails. Tesla technology, free energy, being suppressed.
So you're part of the Free Energy Party? I joined that recently, like about a year ago, I guess.
Yeah. Well, since I first found out about it, I've been, except I'm not enjoying it. I just want free energy because it's there.
That's the whole point.
I mean, if I have to join a party to get it, well, I don't know. You know, I'll give away their bumper stickers.
I think what they're doing is trying to make people aware of it, like you are.
Well, indeed, but I mean, this stuff is already. Thank you, God, or Al Gore, or whoever the hell Barnett was. The thing is, it's there. I can Google it, and this makes me on par with greatest brains in the damn world. Like it's a genius. Doesn't sound right. And then I can go to the source and check that source out. So I don't have to rely on just one source. I can go like, I don't know, this sounds really fishy, and then triple check it.
Right.
And it's easy to do. I don't even have to, I could stay at home and fart to my pillow cushion all day and find out things that would have taken me a month of hard research to find. Now it's just, so I mean, that exponentially, that's affected all. It's all having the same effect that when you meditate, what is it? It's just a small percentage. I think it's like 1%. of the populace, or 2%, very small, three at the top, 3% of the populace in the region, if you get them to meditate, they've done the study, there is a noticeable downplay throughout the entire community in crimes, domestic violence, you name it. The whole community is affected by just 3% of the people putting their mind energy to work.
Right.
So now when you add that to what's electronic, what we can get into, people are, I mean, I could be out here doing this now. I'm forcing people through pretty much an old-fashioned way of images to project, to get them to think. And all you have to do is plant the seed, and once that happens, they got the Google. What is InfoWars? What's he talking about fluoride for? What do you mean poison's a vaccine? Vaccine's a poison. What are you talking about WTC7? Here. Yeah. Right here in the army. This has never happened before. The effect of this, we don't know. We're seeing it because already the news agencies are discredited.
Everybody knows their feelings.
Yes. I mean, go to the comments. I go to the comment sections now just to have fun. It's getting kind of boring because most of them there's bots, very ignorant people. But you know, just ask them silly questions, basic questions that, like, why were Volvo and Creamer fired, and having them stumble over the answers and pointing that out by trying to blame the messenger to take focus off obfuscation, and just wait, you're not answering them. Go.
Right.
So you're saying that videos were edited. Well, if that's true, then why were they fired? I mean, you get what I had here with that lady who was trying to, downplay the videos and downplay the voter election fraud by saying, oh, it's local, and how can they possibly do it? I don't care if it's local. If you control the voting machines, I don't give a crap if it's down to each individual person. You put your vote on an electronic machine, you have no idea if it's going to be counted.
Right.
None. Zilch. You're going to ask for a paper ballot. Man.
Well, what do you think's going to happen when he's not elected? You think we have a revolution with the movement? I think it's the best chance we've ever had of having one.
I give it an 80% factor that we'll see a military coup very soon.
Early next year. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm serious.
Oh, no, I was hoping it would happen 4 years ago. It's been a frustrating, tiring, just trying to get people to wake up, but he has got a critical mass of people behind. I can't say I like the man, or that he stands for it. What I like about him is he doesn't hold his tongue. He calls out the establishment.
He's not a phony.
He's not politically correct at all.
He's not a phony.
And everybody that's fed up with this horse shit has got behind him, and I think when they see him get screwed out of it, just like he says he's gonna get screwed out of it.
Look, people give us up. Well, he's in it for his own. Yeah, he's in it for his own reasons, like I would be too. He doesn't want to see the country fail, then his business is fail.
Right.
But on top of that, why can't he doesn't need to do this? He's already said it. Look, I've done everything I wanted to do in my life. I got beautiful women. I go to golf courses around the world. I don't need this. He's losing money doing this. It's destroying his life.
That's the part that had me concerned, that he was in some kind of deal with the Clinton Foundation, and to risk so much of his business.
No, he's doing this for survival. And he's doing it as a suicide mission. As you are.
Exactly what it is.
As you are. When you're speaking out, when you try to get other people out, you're putting yourself out there. You're on a list.
I was the parish executive committee representative to the state for the Libertarian Party in Ascension Parish. And we were growing our party real fast. After the Republican Party screwed Ron Paul, We had enough. We left them.
Look what's happened to the Libertarian Party now. They are shambles.
No, it's freaking.
And see, this is why I'm not a joiner. Because
I did it. I was done with it after about a year of it. It's you can't get a bunch of libertarians to agree on anything.
Yeah, it's like herding cats.
The only thing they ever agreed on, my pride and joy is I was rep, and 13 of them on my executive committee all agreed to vote me out as rep. I was the only thing that 13 libertarians ever agreed upon. I was good about that.
I had the leader here of the Libertarian Party because I was going to the first meeting.
Yeah.
Would anybody like to contribute to the bulletproof vest? Fine, don't let me stop you. Made a contribution, $100, $200. I'm Uncle Sam. It's, everything's inflated with me.
He got a chain on his jaw.
I have a couple of get out of jail free cards.
Y'all take a picture.
Yeah.
I didn't see the one.
Jump in the picture, sir, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
yes.
I really feel like this is the best thing ever right now.
I want a picture like that.
I'll take another one. Hold on.
Where's the fuck Hillary?
Oh, yeah, right here.
They got that one?
Oh, that's perfect. Your profile picture.
Oh, I know for sure.
I got it. And there's a special on the Hillary for prison.
There you go.
There you go. All right, I'm saying.
This guy's pretty fucking funny. Pappas.
So you getting a good response?
Oh, hell yeah. You kidding me?
People, it's probably the best time ever.
Oh,
People
yeah. I mean,
actually waking up.
this is my Mardi Gras. This is, yeah. No, because everybody's paying attention right now, of course, what's going on. So, feel the energy.
You know Alex Jones?
Well, David Knight.
Go ahead. That's close enough.
Yeah, and get that.
Yes, indeed.
So when I joined the Libertarian Party, how you doing, folks? I was going to the first ones, and I'm going because I'm going, all right, 9/11 truth. I've always been a 9/11 truther, right?
She's not quite there on 9/11 truth yet.
Yeah.
Tell her about World Trade Center 7.
Oh, yeah, well, better yet, I can show you. I mean, I got it on screen
The
back
one is
here.
great.
Come on in here, dog. Now, on the bottom here is architects and engineers for 9/11 truth. This is over 2,600 architects and engineers, some of them the best in the world. Built skyscrapers and bridges and everything else.
Nothing like a little science to.
And they have put their reputations, their names and lives on the line. And they've studied these things, and they say those buildings came down like
It's the act of
Oh.
and you can go to that website on the
An airplane will not melt steel to the point where it
Illuminati stuff
falls.
right there.
Yes, sir, you know that's true.
crazy.
Yes, sir.
And World Trade Center 7, the third building, never got hit by a plane at all. Nothing. And it fell
And
about an hour later in a demolition
from
style
where we're
collapse.
standing, from the Twin Tower, from here, that red brick building down, 47 stories tall, housed all 16 of our intelligence agencies and the mayor's emergency bunker. This thing was a fortress. At 5:20 in the afternoon, with no little damage, it does this in 6 seconds flat.
Fell just like that.
Straight to the ground.
Thermite upon beam.
Perfect controlled demolition into itself.
But nobody cares.
Wasn't even mentioned in the 9/11 report. Not one word. $15 billion in the basement disappeared. They found 3 pools of molten metal under all 3 of those buildings. How did pools of molten metal that burned for 2.5 months, how does that happen? Where did that come from?
From the thermite that they applied to the beams and lit off.
They found traces of nanothermite, a high-grade military explosive, which is soluble in water. So maintenance men can be painted on the side of the walls and not even know it. And they estimated from the debris that they went ahead and analyzed that as much as 10 tons of nanothermite were in those buildings.
Our own government.
Look it up. We all got computers in our pockets. Look it up. And that's why we're going to win. Because they can't stop these truths from coming out now. No one's listening to ABC, NBC, CBS, or the LIE. They're all doing it. This is a con. Corporate-owned news, CON. Right here, folks. More shit they made up to socially engineer you ignorant. Plug your ears. And that's what it's all about. We're done with it. You know the truth. Now you know the truth. There's no argument. I was kidding.
She's a very smart little girl.
She is, definitely.
I appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
I hadn't had the energy for it in a long time, but this is the best time I think we've ever had for a revolution to take place.
Thank you. Well, it's happening. Now's the time. We don't stand up now. We're going to get a second chance.
Early next year.
This is it. Go vote.
Trump loses, and we got enough people behind him right now.
Yeah.
It's on.
Go vote. Become poll watchers. Take your cameras. Become detectives. Photograph the people walking in, see if they're getting in vans. They're not going to use buses anymore to bus them around, because that's what these guys told them that, they've been doing for 50 years. Yeah, we've been doing this for 50 years, getting away with it. They ain't going to stop us. Well, now that they've told us in their own words that that's what they do, we're going to be watching out for it. So they're going to change tactics. They're going to use vans and rented cars. Fine. We'll still be there to watch them, photograph them, follow them to the next precinct, watch them get out and vote again. And that's how we bust them. If you want to save this country, you start by revolutionizing it at the voting box. We have that revolution there first. You got to do it because it's already rigged. You know it's rigged. Trump's got to win by at least 7 points minimum, probably more, it's got to be a landslide. He's got to win by 10 points to overcome the election fraud. I mean, you heard, if you haven't, Favre and Creamer bragging about stealing the damn election. I mean, it's there. But nobody else is going to do it. It's either us or nobody. If not you, who? Not now, when, right?
Amen.
God bless you.
You too.
It's on, brother.
Yes,
Proud to stand with you. Keep waking them up.
young lady, you listen to those two. They're very smart.